near Sderot train station. This is near to the Gaza border. This is the city in Israel that's closest to the Gaza border. And the first thing that I want to tell you is that I'm scared. Because this is the most honest thing that I can tell you right now. I'm scared. There's a lot of police here. There's some people here who came, and the goal is to protest the starvation in Gaza, the siege on Gaza, and to try to break the siege. But to be honest, we will not be able to do it. The police are already here. There are more police officers here than there are protesters. Okay? There are many soldiers here as well. Some of them are armed. I don't know if they're here because of us, or they're just here because they're usually here. And I was personally arrested on last Thursday, like 4 days ago, 5 days ago. And I don't want to get arrested again. So I'm going to be walking in the back. I'm going to be documenting what I see. Here, you see just a guy with a gun in plain clothes, okay? This is what you see in Israel. This is what you see in Israel. A lot of police officers, okay? There's some media here as well. Here's another police officer. They're already watching us. They're already prepared. They know about this. They're prepared to do arrests. Yeah, it's scary. I don't want this. It's not something I'm used to doing. I'm not used to such direct confrontation with people. I'm not used to be afraid of violence. They're telling us that we're starting soon. So I'm gonna switch the camera. I'm not used to direct confrontation. I'm not used to physical confrontation. I'm only going to be in the back and documenting what I see, okay? Okay? I will not be confrontation. Tell them you're vegan. Yeah, they really care. We're starting the march. We're starting the march and we will see what happens. I'm gonna march in the back. I'm going to be in the back because I don't want to get into confrontations with the police. Right now we're just walking in a normal street, okay? This is it, but there's a policeman accompanying us. Right now we're just walking in the parking lot next to Sderot train station. We're doing something super normal. Supposedly we're doing something super normal right now. There's a shopping center here. Everything is normal. You know, this is the zone of interest. This is the zone of interest, okay? I don't want to confront physically with anyone, but there are police officers here, and police officers, if they sense that you are against the regime, if they see that you're doing something against the regime, they might start beating you up randomly just because they want to. And then when you don't let them beat you up, they will say you are resisting arrest. They will say you are assaulting a police officer, all kinds of lies. So it's not 100% my choice whether I have to be in physical confrontation today. It's not 100% my choice. I went to a protest in Haifa on Thursday, and I just was in the protest, and 5 police officers assaulted me and arrested me, and it was a very, very unpleasant experience, like to say the least. It was a violent experience. It was a humiliating experience. It was also a ridiculous experience. But it's not an experience that I want to have again. And see, there are like armed soldiers here. There are armed soldiers here walking next to us. See? Armed soldiers. They're already here. Police officers, and there's like a military jeep here. Okay? This is no joke, guys. This is no joke. It's really fucking scary. This is what I'm feeling now. I'm feeling scared. I'm feeling scared that these people will beat me up, will try to arrest me, just for walking in the street, guys. Just for walking in the street. Just for walking in the street while being against the regime. Look, they're starting to beat people up. They're starting to beat people up. As you see, they're starting to beat people up. Immediately. We're next to a shopping mall, okay? We're next to a shopping mall and they're already beating people up for walking. They're blockading us, you see? Soldiers here, soldiers here. They're blockading us. This is next to a shopping mall, understand this. This is next to a shopping mall and they won't let us walk. This is what is going on here. You see, and they're beating people up and they're stopping them and people are continuing to walk. But like, yeah, it's getting violent. It's getting violent. It's getting violent. We are walking, okay? We're just walking normally, seeing what is happening. They're threatening us. They're using physical force and verbal threats already to stop us from walking, from just walking. That's all we want, to walk. That's all we want, to walk. I'm really scared, I must tell you, I'm really scared. Now they're here, they're just stopping our progress. They're stopping our progress. This is super scary, super scary. I don't want to confront, but some people here are more brave than I am. They're more willing to sacrifice their freedom than I am. They're more willing to sacrifice their body than I am. We didn't bring the viola. Elik didn't bring the viola because he was afraid that the police will break his viola. So he didn't bring his viola. You see, this is the way that they enforce their will and that they stop protests from happening. This is the way that they stopped protests from happening. We cannot go to the Gaza border unless we confront physically with the police. You see, there's physical confrontations. They're physically stopping us from continuing to walk forward. They're physically stopping us. Yeah. No. Okay, so.
What about shouting some slogans?
What about shouting? If we shout slogans, they will arrest us.
Yeah.
I think if we shout slogans, they will arrest us. So I don't know if I want to do that. See, like on the other side of the street, there's like normal people just spending their time in the shopping center. Okay.
How far?
If I just decide that I just want to, let me show you the ridiculousness. Okay. If I just decide that now I want to go shopping, I can go shopping. I can go in the supermarket. I can just go in the supermarket if I want. Now there's a shoe store, okay? There's a Pizza Hut. There's a sports equipment store. I can just go in the store and just, buy whatever I want, okay? If I want to. There's an ATM here, everything. I can just buy like stuff for my house, okay? I could, if I wanted to. But here on the other side, there is police that is physically, here is a police officer, and here is another. Here is a bunch more police officers. This is a gas station. This is a parking lot. This is a group of people who want to go to the Gaza border. And the Gaza border is like 1 kilometer away from here. You can just walk 1 kilometer and get to the Gaza border. But you cannot. Why can't you? Because there are police officers here who are blocking the way. And if we go too far, they will arrest us, they will beat us up. So okay, we're just walking. We're just walking. everything is okay. And yeah, I want to describe to you what I feel at this time. I feel nervous, I feel stressed, I feel afraid. But I also feel that we're doing something important to expose what is going on here, to expose the absurdity of it all, to expose how the system works, to expose the mechanisms that start operating the moment you want to resist the system. These are the mechanisms, these are the servants of the system who will enforce the will of the system on you. This is how it works. This is how they stop people from resisting. And here you see the most brave people in resisting this. You see the most brave people. I'm not the most brave because I'm not at the front, but I'm going to take, second tier gladly. But you see, there's a jeep here, and the jeep is very, very well trained in stopping us. They will stop us if they want to. Okay? And we're walking in the general direction of the border, but as you can see how many police officers? More police officers than there are protesters. More police officers than there are protesters, and you don't see all the police officers. I'm guessing now that the number of police officers who were deployed to prevent this from happening is in the dozens or even in the hundreds. This is just a normal street in Sderot, in the Israeli city of Sderot, and in this normal street there have been deployed dozens or even hundreds of police officers to stop us from walking the short distance from the city of Sderot to the Gaza wall, to the wall of the Gaza Border. Now they're yelling, "Stop the starvation! Stop the starvation! די לערבה! די לערבה! Stop the starvation!"
די לערבה!
I'm fucking scared. Just they're starting to beat people up. די לרצח עם! די להשמדה! Elik is shouting slogan. It's a very, very nervous atmosphere, and they are making sure that we know. Stop the genocide! They're making sure that we know that if we continue walking, they might beat. That the more we continue walking, the more they will beat us up. Okay? The more we continue walking, the more they will beat us up, and I am scared. And this is their goal, to scare us. And I must admit that it works. Okay? It is working on me. I am scared. This is what they do. They scare us, and that's how they stop us. They threaten violence, and that's how they stop us.
לא, לא להשמדה, כן, כן לשלום.
לא, לא להשמדה, כן, כן לשלום.
לא, לא לערבה, כן, כן לשלום.
לא, לא לערבה, כן, כן לשלום.
لا 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 الاختلال نعم نعم للسلام.
نعم نعم للسلام.
لا 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 الاختلال نعم نعم للسلام.
لا لا الاختلال نعم نعم للسلام.
لا لا.
Now he's giving us 5 minutes to disperse. He's giving us 5 minutes to disperse, and otherwise he will use force and take us to the police station. We are disturbing the peace. We are disturbing the peace. This is what he's saying, that we are disturbing the peace, and that if we do not disperse, they will arrest us and beat us up. They will use force. That means that they will just beat us up and they will arrest us. That is, they will take us as prisoners if we continue walking in the direction that we wanted to walk. And see, this is how they stop it. This is how they stop it, because we only have like 30, 40, 50 people came. That's like the only thing that we can do. Now he's checking whether these are law-abiding civilians or if it's, if it's people who are connected to the protest. And if I want to, I can just, because I'm scared, and this I'm doing now because I'm scared, and I'm very honest about this, I'm scared, so I'm walking away. So I'm walking away now, and I'm not part of this anymore. See, now I'm not part of this anymore. I'm just walking. I'm just gonna go to shop at the mall, right? I can go to shop at the mall, right? Because this is what I want, and I can admire this brave soldier if I want. If I want, I can choose to be on the side of this soldier and say that he is a hero, right? And admire the Israeli flag and the Star of David, and admire the capitalism, and admire the colonialism, and participate in it. If I want, I can go and participate in it. And then I will not have to be afraid. Then the police and the army will not be against me, okay? And I won't be afraid of being beat up. I won't be afraid of, suffering like curse words and death threats and rape wishes. But if I want, and if I feel that I am more brave, then I can go back. If I feel that I am more brave, then I can go back. But when I start walking back, I feel my chest tightening up. I feel the fear. I feel the fear of retribution from the regime when I start walking in this direction. I feel the fear of retribution from like normal civilians even, who now hate me and think that I am a terror supporter, even though I only want peace and justice. And I also need to fear the police, okay? I also need to fear the police who are now, and I'm too afraid. I cannot go, I'm too afraid. I'm too afraid. I cannot go, I'm too afraid. I'm afraid of what they will do to me if I start walking in that direction. I will just go. I will just go, and they will not let us near the Gaza border. As you see, they will not let us. They pushed us to the side. They pushed us to the side, and we cannot continue. And we cannot continue anymore. And they're pushing people, and they're beating people up. This is what is happening, and we can't even get close to the border. We can't even get close to the border because they're pushing people. See, now it's what I told you, that civilians are against us. They think we're traitors. They think we support Hamas or whatever. We support terrorism, whatever. And now they're doing the job for the police. And the police is telling them, don't worry, we got this, we got this. We can easily stop these, 40, 50 people. We can easily stop them. This is what the police is telling them. Don't worry, you don't have to confront them even, because they're just, weak nerds who believe in peace and non-violence. And this is what we are. This is what we are. There's not enough of us. And we can never even get close to the Gaza border, not to mention bring food and aid to the people who are living there, including my friend Muhammad, who is now in Deir al-Balah refugee camp, and he is now starving, and he needs food. And I cannot physically, as you see, I cannot physically go to where he is and bring him food. If I could bring Muhammad food right now, I would go to the supermarket here. I would buy as much food as I can put in my backpack and take a few more bags and just walk to Deir al-Balah and give him the food. But because the police and the army are here and beating people up who try to get close to the border and arresting them and taking their freedom and taking revenge on them for trying to do this, because of this, I cannot do it. I cannot do it. I cannot physically go to Muhammad and bring him food. This is, a high officer. This is like a very high officer here. I don't know his name, but we can find out his name, and he is here to make sure that no one comes, that no one crosses the border. That's his job. That's his job, to make sure that no one crosses the border. Okay? See, they're taking one of the protesters away in a very aggressive way. They're keeping us.
חייל, הקשב, לרצח תסרב!
חייל, הקשב, לרצח תסרב. This is a civilian who lives in Sderot and supports the police here, okay? He is against us as well. And here the police beat up someone, and they're lying on the ground. They beat her up. They beat her up. They beat her up. He's saying, go away, get out of here, everybody here hates you. This guy says everybody here hates you. And they beat up a protester and she is now on the floor. לא רוצח, לא אנס, לצבא לא נכנס. I'm not a murderer, I'm not a rapist, I don't go to the army. So see, they started a wall. They started a wall here, and here is a very high officer in the Israeli army, in the IOF, in the IGF, the Israeli Genocide Forces. This is a soldier in the Israeli Genocide Forces. Hopefully, he will be tried in The Hague for war crimes, like preventing aid from coming in, like upholding a siege. די לרצח עם! חם! די לרצח עם! די לציונות! We're saying stop the genocide, stop Zionism. And we're just... What can I tell you guys? This is what I expected will happen. I expected that we will walk like for a few minutes and that already police officers will stop us by force or the threat of force and that there will be soldiers there. We're not even close to the Gaza border. If we happen to get close enough to the wall, maybe they would shoot us. Maybe they would shoot to kill. Maybe they would shoot as a warning and maybe they would shoot to kill. Probably if we get too close to the border and they haven't stopped us until then, they will shoot to kill. This is like obvious. It will obviously happen. And even if we cross the wall, somehow the 10-meter high wall that's heavily guarded by soldiers who are armed from head to toe, even if we manage to cross the wall, there is a divide zone of like kilometers wide that we cannot possibly even hope to cross, right? There is no possible way to cross that safe zone that they created, where there are no Palestinians, where there is no Hamas. There is only the IGF, the Israeli Genocide Forces. Only them are there, and we will not be able to cross that, of course, obviously. There is no possible physical way for us to have any physical contact with anyone in the Gaza concentration camp, okay? This is a concentration camp surrounded by a 10-meter high wall, heavily guarded by hundreds, thousands, I don't even know, of soldiers and policemen who are armed from head to toe, and that will shoot to kill if you try to cross this wall in either direction. This is a huge open-air prison. This is a concentration camp that has existed for decades now, and it is now an extermination camp. The Gaza extermination camp is now being used to exterminate Palestinians who are starving every single day. This is what is happening. We wanted to get close to the wall and we were stopped violently, okay, with aggressive violence by the forces of the regime, these guys, okay, these guys, by the forces of the regime. It didn't take many people because we are not many people. There are very few people in this country who are brave enough to try to get close to the border because it is very scary because of these guys. It's very scary because of these guys. This is what is happening now. And again, right here is a shopping mall, okay? There are a lot of cars here of people who just came to shop and to buy things for their house and to buy and to eat animal corpses, right? They are enjoying their time. And the police is not bothering them at all. Who are the police bothering? Those who are trying to get close to the Gaza border. They are stopping us from getting to the Gaza border with their bodies that they will use to inflict physical violence on us and take away our freedom if we dared defy them. Okay? This is what is actually happening now. And I personally do not want to go any further because I do not want to get beat up. I do not want them to break my arms or my legs. I don't want them to arrest me. I don't want them to interrogate me. I don't want them to have any excuse to put criminal offenses on me and put me in jail. I don't know. So I'm too afraid. So I'm not going. So I stopped. They succeeded. They have been succeeding for 78 years, and they have been succeeding in enacting this very, very aggressive stage of the genocide for almost 2 years now. They are succeeding. There are so many of those people who are willing to put on the blue clothes or the green clothes and do the show of you cannot go, and put their body on the line to prevent anyone who wants to bring aid to people in Gaza, to break the siege on Gaza. They want to prevent us from doing this. Okay?
לא נמית ולא נמות בשירות הציונות.
לא נמית ולא נמות בשירות הציונות. We will not kill and will not die in the service of Zionism. There was a woman who just screamed at us that we're traitors or whatever, cursed us. Yeah, we're just stuck here. I don't know. Like, it's an anticlimax, I know. But I knew that this would happen. I knew that there is no possible way that we can continue and walk to the Gaza wall. We cannot. It's just physically impossible. A lot of people told me, bring food and bring it to the people in Gaza. No, we cannot physically do it. The only way that food will come in to the people of Gaza is if the governments of the world put political and military pressure on Israel to bring food into Gaza. This is the only way that this will happen. Israel will not do it herself. The people in Israel who are against the regime and against the starvation will not be able to do it on their own because they are too weak and too few. The only way to bring aid into Gaza is to put pressure on Israel, on the government of Israel, on the Zionist regime to bring aid into Gaza, and only if many countries around the world will put more and more political pressure on Israel, only in that case can aid be brought into Gaza. And if all countries of the world are against Zionism, including our friend the USA and our other friends Germany and the UK, if all these countries are against the Zionist project, only then can we dismantle the Zionist project and stop the oppression of the Palestinians once and for all. Only then. But they will not be against Zionism. You know why? Because Zionism serves the US, the UK, Germany, and the rest of the Western world. Zionism is a project that started a colony, an army base, a cult in the middle of West Asia, not the Middle East, but West Asia. And this colony serves the military, financial, and political interests, diplomatic interests of the US and the rest of the West, the US empire, the West empire, the Western empire, however you want to call that. So these countries are serving so the colony is serving the interests of these countries. So these countries will never go against Zionism. It's just a fact. Unless the people of these countries put a lot of actual pressure, like a strike, like financial pressure, okay, like a boycott on these governments. Only then will Zionism be defeated. And they're saying let's go. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared. Here, they're stopping us physically. I'm scared to go. I'm scared to go and do it. They say if you try to cross this line, you will be arrested. That's what they're saying. If you try to cross this line, you will be arrested. These are the bullies. These are the bullies that I experienced when I was a child, okay? They want to enforce their will upon others, and I'm too afraid. Like when I was a child and the bullies beat me up, I am now afraid as well. I admit it. I'm afraid. I don't want to be arrested and I don't want to suffer physical violence, so I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go. This guy is continuing to do hasbara. He's doing hasbara.
You need to go back to France and deal with your own problems.
No, I mean, I'm just also talking about the problem. I'm talking about the problem with
Soon you are the Palestinian state in France. I promise you.
I'm not in politics, I'm just asking questions.
Yeah,
No,
me
this is
too.
my
It's
job.
not political. This is reality.
Okay, so I'm just asking questions, you know?
You lost your country and now you come to Israel to do a
No,
problem.
you know, I'm not nationalist. I feel like
It's
just
not
human
about
being. I don't care
nationalism.
about countries
I
like
know
a
what's
human
going
being.
on with France. Everybody knows.
You know,
what's
I'm
going
not
on with France.
nationalist. I'm just human being. Like I
We're
feel
not
home
nationalists.
in this planet. Like I feel
We're
home
also not
everywhere.
nationalists. We love our own people. Okay?
Okay, it's normal. to love your
Yeah, and we don't care about any other people. We love our people. We love our country. We don't come here problems, to do propaganda,
But
and all this
you say you love only your people, but you don't think we are all human beings. We have a head, like two arms, and we are.
I don't only care about human beings, but about all living beings, all animals.
About this in Hamas.
Yes, I talked about it. No, it's okay. Wait. No, it's okay. I mean, like, no, because I study a lot of Judaism, and Judaism said you will love everyone, and you will be nice to everyone.
We're not nice?
You said you don't love people, you love only your people.
I said we love our people and we don't care about other people.
Yeah.
Yes, after the 7th of October, we don't care about anyone. Especially
Even
the
people
enemy,
who are human beings.
especially the enemy in Gaza. Gaza is the enemy. Hamas is the only political party.
But Hamas didn't
All of Gaza.
They were finished by Israel, you know.
We're going to finish the war, don't worry.
No, they've been finished. They had financement from Israel. They say, even Smotrich say in TV Israeli, like Hamas, it's a good thing.
Smotrich, it's not my voice.
Okay.
My voice is the young people of Israel. We're going to finish the war there. I promise you and the whole world.
How will the war be finished?
Huh?
How will the war be finished?
With a great triumph of the Jewish people.
What will this triumph consist of?
All of them go out
Yeah.
and we'll see all Gaza Jewish again.
Okay.
Like 2,000 years ago.
And what will
It's
happen?
fine.
What will happen to 2 million Palestinians living
I
there?
told you. Go
Tell
out.
me again.
Yeah.
Go out?
Yes,
What if
of
they
course.
don't want to go out?
They want, trust me.
How?
It's not your problem.
How? Just explain.
On
Please
the
explain.
plane, on the bus,
But what if they resist?
they resist.
Yes.
If you're not going to be here to protest, nobody will resist.
What if the Palestinians don't want to leave? What if they don't want to leave?
You know what Raful said? You know what Raful was?
He was the head of the Israeli army.
Yes.
Okay, what did he say?
Those who are going to talk nice and be like political, we're going to put them on the buses.
Okay, but what if they don't want to go on the buses?
Don't worry.
What do you mean don't worry? What will you
Make them
do?
want.
How?
How?
Yeah, how?
You will see.
How?
Time will show
Just
you.
explain to me. I don't
I'm
understand.
not part of the army. Time
Okay,
will show you.
but you said that they will do it. So how do you think they will do it?
You want to ask the same question over
No,
and
just
over?
ask. You're not answering, so I'm asking.
On the plane, on the bus, on the ships. They're
What
going
if
for-
someone comes and wants you gone? What if someone comes and wants to take you out of this place? What will you do?
They already did it.
And what happened?
And we'll see. The 7th of October happened.
The 7th of October.
Yeah, happened because we take Jews out of their homes in the Gush Katif.
Oh, I see. And
Yes.
what if someone comes with like weapons and the military and wants to kick you out of your home and your land?
After the 7th of October,
Yeah.
they all
What would you do? What would you do if someone wanted you to take you out of your country?
I'm saying something.
Yeah.
After the 7th of October,
Yeah.
everybody, all going to be out, all
Yeah.
going to die in the war.
I see. So
You know,
anyone
who
who
wants
doesn't want to live will be killed, right? This is what you're saying.
Who want to take weapon
Uh-huh.
against the IDF
Yes.
will die.
Okay, so if anyone wants to resist their removal from
For
their
you,
home,
it's resistance. For me, it's the enemy. It's
Okay.
terrorists.
So
For
if
you, it's resistance.
so, if the people who you consider the enemy
And you-
will resist their
all
removal
of
from the
you,
land,
all of
you will kill them. You want
all
to
of
kill
you.
them.
I'm not from the army. I told you.
Okay, but you want the army to kill them, right?
I want the army to kill everybody. Yeah.
Okay,
Of
everyone.
course.
Yeah.
After the
Okay.
7th of October.
Yeah.
After the 7th of October.
Yeah.
When the civilians
Yeah.
burn the little babies in the oven.
Yes.
I don't want everybody there.
You think that they
You
put
know
a
what
baby
they-
in the oven? You think they put a baby in the oven?
I think
Yes.
it's not happened.
Where did you hear this?
This is not happened.
I don't think this happened.
happened.
Okay, he said I'm finished. So why do you believe this? Who told you this? Did you see?
Just like you?
Did you see pictures of this?
Of course.
Yes, you saw
Just like-
pictures of a baby in the oven? I
Yes.
didn't see pictures of a baby in the oven.
Exactly.
Can you show me the pictures of the baby in the
You
oven?
see the pictures of the babies in Gaza, right?
Can you show me the picture of the baby in the oven? If I see a picture of a baby in an oven, I will believe you that this happened, but I didn't
And
see
you
a
will
picture.
become
What?
what you do after you see it.
I will resist, I will be against putting any baby in any oven ever.
Okay?
I already am against this. I don't
You're
want
against
any
to put
baby.
every baby in
I
the
don't
oven?
want any baby to be put in any oven
So
ever.
please go
Yeah.
to resist in
Yeah.
Sudan,
Okay.
in Ethiopia,
Yeah.
in Asia,
Okay.
in
Okay.
China,
But how
in
do you
Tibet.
how did you
Why
hear?
don't go to-
התרצחנו פה
Where
יותר
did
ילדים
you
בכל
hear?
מקום אחר השנה, כן?
מה אתה רוצה?
מה אני רוצה?
Where did you hear about the baby in the oven? Where did you hear about this? Where?
If you say
Who told you
it's
this?
if you say this bullshit, ask
Yeah.
these questions, so you
I'm
be stupid.
I'm just asking who told you this and who showed you the pictures because I didn't see the pictures.
Everybody knows about
Everybody knows.
Yeah, and they did it
Yeah.
with ecstasy.
But you said that you personally saw a picture, right?
Of course, it's all one in
Where did you see the picture? I want to see the picture. I want to look it up.
all the pictures and all
Yeah.
the videos.
Yeah.
Is run in Telegram.
Okay, so you have the picture on Telegram now. You
No,
can
don't
show.
say that.
But you saw it on Telegram.
Telegram. Yes.
Why didn't it come out to other places? He says all the leftists go home. Where did you see the
Millions of
picture?
people saw it in the whole world. You didn't see it?
I didn't see it. I didn't
It's
personally.
horrible.
But you personally saw it.
Yes.
You swear on your mother's life that you saw a picture of a baby in an
No
oven.
mother's life.
No, I'm just asking. Are
No,
you?
don't ask these
So
questions.
so
No
do you
mother's
swear?
life.
Do you swear? Do you swear that you saw? Do you swear to God that you saw
Yeah,
the
in your
picture?
mother's life.
Do you swear to God?
אתה אומר שאתה משקר?
ילדה של אלוהים עושה קעקוע, ילדה של אלוהים.
Yeah.
את ילדה של השטן אולי, לילי.
Did you?
של פלסטין? לא, את רואה שאת חולה.
Do you swear to God?
אהבה זה כאילו להיות בריא בנפשו. אם אני תומכת שכל ילדי עזה ימותו, אני בריאה בנפשי. כאילו, אני לא משנה לך.
אבל
אם אני
בבקשה,
תומכת
אני
בהרגת
רוצה-
אוכלוסייה והרגת ילדים קטנים.
בבקשה, תתמכי נגד ערבה, באפריקה, באסיה, בטיבט,
אתה מבין
בסין,
שעכשיו החטופים גם
ברוסיה,
מורדים?
באוקראינה.
החטופים
לכי
שלנו.
תילחמי
She's saying she's
שם.
against the starvation, and that makes her sane. He's saying be against the starvation in Africa.
כי לא
את
היה
יודעת
לנו
כמה
כנסת,
אנשים
לא
מתו
אכפת מהחטופים,
באוקראינה?
סבבה? אני יודעת כמה אני מאוקראינה חיים.
וכמה אנשים
She's
מתו
from Ukraine.
באוקראינה?
הרבה.
מיליון איש. לכי תפגיני באוקראינה.
אז רגע, זאת אומרת
לכי
ששם-
לאוקראינה. כן, שם זה יותר.
אני
מיליון
מבינה-
איש.
אני מבינה את
אבל זה פה,
הדה-הומניזציה
זה fucking
שלך
פה.
לזה
אז
שאתה-
כן, זה פה.
זה פה אנחנו חיים.
That is saying it's here. It's happening here. It's happening here.
הדרך שלכם זאת
You see whose side they are on. See whose side they are on. This guy is boring. We know what he wants. This civilian who is helping the police is very interesting. I don't know why she's there in plain clothes, but you see, this is the human wall that they created that is preventing us from going near the concrete wall, the 10-meter high concrete wall that's around the Gaza concentration camp and extermination camp. And again, I want to show you. We are now 1 kilometer away from the Gaza wall. And we are surrounded by, military vehicles, cops, soldiers. But like 2 minutes walk away is a big shopping mall. A lot of people are going to the shopping mall to buy food, to buy furniture, to buy shoes, to buy books. Maybe we can even go to the bookstore and find books about the Holocaust. Maybe we can even find books about philosophy. Here, there is a bookstore here. The name of the bookstore is Stimatsky, and This is a very famous, the biggest bookstore, the biggest chain of bookstores in Israel. It's called Stimatsky. And we can go to Stimatsky, and there will be an air conditioner. And in our air-conditioned environment, we can buy books about the Holocaust. We can buy books about morality. We can buy books about ethics. And in the gas station next to it are two people with big guns who are here to commit the genocide. They were imported from Ethiopia. They were called Jews in Ethiopia, and they were imported from Ethiopia to serve the genocide army. And this is what's happening, and this is a parking lot. And again, here is the bookstore. Let's see if I can find books about philosophy and morality in the bookstore. What do you say? What do you say? That's very interesting. Yeah, here you can go have a coffee. Here you can buy some medicine that's not available in Gaza. Here you can buy sports equipment. Here you can buy like disposable plates and silverware. And here you can go in the bookstore, and I will stop talking. I will just browse the books, okay? I will just browse the books and show you the books. Oh, oh, it's not closed yet. This is Yuval Noah Harari's book. And this is Bill Maher. All kinds of philosophy books. This is the book by Yusuf Haddad. This is a book about Gaza written by a soldier in the Israeli army, in the genocide army. This is a book about the 7th of October. And this is a book that's named after the name of the war with Iran. This is a book, a philosophy book about meaning, the revolution of meaning. Oh, I know this guy. He's one of the, Shalom Boguslavsky is one of the people whose blog I read when I became a radical leftist against the oppression of the Palestinians. When I found out about the oppression of the Palestinians, now he supports the genocide, and he wrote a book about Judaism in Eastern Europe in the 19th century. Very nice book. You can read it, you can enjoy while kids are starving. What else? Do we have more philosophy books here? I don't know if they have more philosophy books here. Here are more books about what? This is The Alchemist, very nice book that teaches you about being a good person. They didn't really work. On Israeli society. The propaganda worked better. All kinds of, Stephen King books, whatever. So this is what you can do. 2 minutes walk away, and here are the police and the military who came here to stop a group of people who were walking to Gaza. Stopped a group of people who were walking to Gaza. And let's see what's going on right now. Here is the police. You can see the police here. So this is the absurdity. I will walk for another minute, and I will see the group of people who are trying to reach the Gaza wall. This guy is making a mess. I don't know why. He's making such a mess. I guess he's a plainclothes police officer. I think that's what he is. הם פיזרו את ההפגנה? לא. אוקיי, תודה. Okay, so the protest is still there. The people are still there, but they managed to disperse, I think, most people. What is going on? What is going on? While I was visiting the bookstore, what happened? I don't know. I have no idea. The police went. The police left, but I don't know where everybody is. I don't know where everybody is. פיזרו את ההפגנה? לשם, אוקיי, תודה. Okay, so they walked. See the flag of Israel? See the flag of Israel? Here is the police. And apparently the protesters went in this direction. We will go in this direction. And we will see what is happening. Yeah, a lot of people call me brave for like speaking on the internet and for going to protests, but I'm not brave. I'm very I'm a coward. I'm not brave at all. I don't like physical confrontation. I don't like confrontation at all. I hate it actually. I hate violence. I hate oppression. But the current state of the world, here we see the protesters, the current state of the world is forcing me to find myself or put myself into situations where I need to confront people who are very scary and heavily armed and hate me just for going against them and the cult that they belong to and the ideology that they hold and the project that they serve and the movement that they represent and enforce the will of. And these are police officers, these are soldiers, these are just normal civilians in Israel who all support, or the vast majority of them support what is going on. Like you saw the guy talking before, he was explaining to us that he wants to remove all Palestinians and that if they resist, anyone who resists will be killed. This is what he said very plainly, and this is the most common position among the Israelis. Okay, so now we're walking. He's asking, why are you behaving like this? He's saying, we're only doing our jobs. We're only following orders. This is what he's saying. We're saying, stop the genocide. He's saying we're making a mess here. You're saying we're making a mess. A few people were arrested already. I think the people who were amongst the organizers of this or the initiators of this were already arrested. We haven't been arrested yet. We're just standing here. We're just standing here. They're stopping us. He's being sarcastic and disgusting. Now another police officer with a gun is coming to give orders. This guy is explaining what is the problem with the protest. He's explaining why we can't go. He has a gun, of course, if things become dicey. They're joking around with people, you know, surrounding us. אני לא מנסה כלום. אתה יכול לנסות, אני לא מנסה. אני לא בקטע. Elik is suggesting that we walk through another route, but I don't want to do it. I'm tired and I'm scared and I don't want to do it. This is how, because they threat violence, they threat arrests, and I'm not willing to deal with that. I'm gonna go drink a little water as well. סליחה, אפשר לעבור בבקשה? תודה רבה. מאוד נחמד. אין סרטון. מה? He said that the police officer said that he saw me in a video, a famous video. So I don't know, is this a veiled threat? We know what you're about. Well, it is a veiled threat by the regime. He said, we saw you in a video, we know who you are, we know that you speak up against the regime, and if we feel that you are a threat, we will deal with you accordingly. And accordingly, who knows what accordingly is, but this is what the police officer just implied to me, that the police know who I am. That they know who I am. This is what he told me. We know who you are, and if we want to, we will get you. Exactly like a mafia. You know why? Because it is a mafia. Because it is a mafia. It's just an institutionalized mafia, you know? This is what it is. They can stop us if they want. They can stop us. They did. They did stop us with force. And the only way to resist force is with force, right? Like what are you going to do? We cannot physically go to Gaza. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, only hypothetically speaking, let's say that like 500 ships with aid, like the Madeleine, will be sent to the Gaza shore. Let's say hypothetically speaking, it's just a hypothetical, that 500 ships with aid will be sent to, will sail to the shore of Gaza and will try to dock there. 500. And let's say that on these ships are like armed soldiers from, the UN or whatever. The Salvation Army, I don't know, there's the Salvation Army, there's all kinds of NATO. If there are soldiers from NATO on these ships and they go to the Gaza shore, then they will be able to bring aid to Gaza. But because nothing like this is happening, and I'm not calling for this to happen, okay? I'm not, just so you know, police officers and the Shin Bet who are watching now, I'm not calling for any of this to happen, but if it were hypothetically to happen, then maybe they would be able to get aid into Gaza. But we 20 young people with no physical force and no weapons, we cannot do anything. We cannot do anything. They send like 30 police officers and they stop us physically from going. It's very, very easy for them to do it. Okay? I don't know what happened. It disconnected me from the stream, but now I'm back on the stream. So I was only speaking hypothetically, okay? I was only speaking hypothetically that this might work, but we cannot do it. We cannot bring food to Gaza. We cannot bring aid to Gaza. We cannot get to the Gaza border. We cannot bring aid to Gaza. We cannot get to the Gaza border. We cannot cross the police officers and the army who are stopping us from even getting close to the Gaza border. Okay? We can't do anything. Because of these guys, we can't do anything. These are the guys enforcing the starvation and the genocide. These are the guys enforcing the genocide and the starvation and the oppression of the Palestinians. These are the guys, this is Israeli police. They are enforcing the starvation and the genocide. Another police car. And these are more servants of the system. These are just civilians, Israeli civilians, who support the genocide and the starvation, and that call us traitors and that curse us for trying to get to the Gaza wall and caring about Palestinians. Caring about the Palestinians living in Gaza. Just by us caring about Palestinians, she hates us. And she is enforcing, and look at them hugging next to the Gaza wall, hugging next to a genocide. This is what they are doing. And also we have like servants of the system here in the chat calling me capo, doing the service of the system as well, the Zionist system. Anything you want me to? I feel like I'm repeating myself at this point. Anyone wants to ask me something? Wow, there's a lot of Zionists here in the chat. Wow. Anyone wants to ask me anything? I can answer any questions right now. Oh, there's a lot of Zionists here. People are hate watching. Any questions that you want me to answer? Not if you're Zionist. I don't want to answer your questions if you're a Zionist. I don't talk to talk to terrorists. Why not hop the Rafah border? The same happened. The same would happen. The same would happen. Love from Palestine. Love back from the other side of the wall, but Palestine as well. There's a heated debate here. Genocide. Yes or no? She is on the side of genocide. They are on the side of against genocide. Okay? He is on the side of genocide. Any more questions that you have for me? Any actual question? Where have arrests been taken? Here. Some people were arrested here. 3 or 4 people were arrested aggressively and violently. What other questions do you have? Where is your Messiah? I don't believe in any Messiah. I believe in myself and in everyone who believes in good. What is it like in the West Bank? Oh, I don't know. I never visited actually. But I will go to visit at some point. But it's very, very bad. A lot of people are being killed in the West Bank, and there is a military regime in the West Bank that has been going on for decades and decades and decades now. What happens when protesters are arrested? Well, it depends. I was arrested on Thursday for being in a protest in Haifa against the starvation and the genocide, and they kept me in the police station for a few hours, and they interrogated me, and they threatened me, and they put like they said that I can't. They said that I can't go to the area where the protest happened for 10 days. And it was a very unpleasant experience that I didn't like at all, and that I don't want to experience again. And this is why I'm staying a little bit more to the back in this protest, because I don't want. They also they roughhoused me before they arrested me, and they bent my arm, and now my arm still hurts. Like 4 or 5 days later, my arm still hurts from it, and it's like really bad. And I was not attacked the most. There were people there who were thrown on the floor, and who got scratches and bruises, and there are also people who get beaten up a lot, like the Andre X. He was arrested, and after he was arrested, he was taken to some unknown place, and they beat him up a lot, and they tortured him, and they interrogated him. So this was a very, very horrible experience for him. They might arrest you for a few days, they might keep you overnight, they might file charges against you, and then you might go to jail just for being in a protest, just for doing some stuff that's supposed to challenge the regime or the genocide that is being enacted by the Zionist regime as we speak. So they might, yeah. So they're now leading us back to the train station. See, the people are going back to the train station because we failed, okay? And there wasn't any doubt in my mind that we would fail, okay? There wasn't any doubt in my mind that we would fail. There wasn't any doubt in my mind that this action will not be able to succeed, that we will not be able to get even close to the wall. This is obvious, right? This is obvious. Like, there's no doubt about it. Like these police officers, they have more power than we do. Their power is given to them by the system of oppression that they serve. The genocidal system of oppression that they serve gives them power, gives them weapons, gives them the ability to oppress us, anyone who cares about anyone else other than the regime, anyone who cares about the actual fate of actual people and other living beings, and actually does anything to try to resist the oppression. The people walking behind me, who are servants of the regime, will stop them with aggressive force. They will arrest them and they will tell them, no, you cannot help your friends, you cannot bring food and aid to your friends, you cannot break the siege against your friends, you cannot do it. Because we serve the regime, and the regime wants ethnic cleansing. The regime wants starvation. The regime wants genocide. And they are servants of their regime, and they are part of the machine. You know, they're part of the machine. And the machine is committing genocide. So this is what things are like here under the fascist regime of Zionism. And now you can see all the soldiers and all the police officers. Again, as I said, more police officers than protesters. More police officers than protesters came here. More police officers than protesters. This is not all the police officers. See at all the police presence here. I don't know if they're proud of what they're doing. They get paid for it. They get paid to serve the regime. They get paid to stop us from bringing aid to Gaza. They get paid. I don't know. This guy is proud of them. This guy is proud of them. Very bad, actually. Very, very bad. Do you believe in God? Do you think God wants children to starve? Do you think God wants children to starve? Oh, okay. No children in Gaza? There aren't no children in Gaza? Okay, only terrorists? There are no children. This guy thinks that there are no children in Gaza, only terrorists, so God wants them to starve. This is what he said. Very simple. Okay, guys, so I want to finish the broadcast here. You saw what's happening. It's very, very clear what's happening. It's very, very obvious what's happening. They want to stop us from going to the Gaza border. They arrested some protesters. They stopped us physically. The system with its servants, like this guy is also a servant of the system. So many guns in Israel, so many guns. When I was on the train today, I went on the train to Tel Aviv, and from Tel Aviv to Sderot. This is the Sderot train station that is just minutes walk away from the Gaza border. So when I was on the train, I saw hundreds of soldiers just like today, maybe thousands of soldiers just today. Hundreds of them were holding guns. There are so many guns in Israel. I think that it's the most guns per square meter in the world. Like the amount of guns per square meter in this place called Israel that was constructed on the land of Palestine and free Palestine. Let's free Palestine from this Zionist construct called Israel. So the land of Israel that was constructed on Palestine, there is so many guns per square meter, and another guy with a gun is just sitting next to me, just casually with a gun, with a machine that maybe killed some people. I don't know. If he wants to, maybe he will try to kill me. I don't know. Probably he doesn't want to now because I'm also Jewish, I'm also Israeli, whatever. He thinks of me as Jewish Israeli, so he won't kill me. But if I were a Palestinian and I would say something like Free Palestine, maybe he would want to kill me. I don't know. Maybe if I say Free Palestine as a Jew, he wants to kill me. Just a guy sitting like 3 meters away from me with a gun, with a loaded gun. This is what happens in Israel. This is the reality of living in Israel. Someone is calling me a rat. And I take that title proudly. Yeah, rats are lovely creatures. They're lovely animals. They're very friendly. The rats don't hurt anybody. So if you think that I'm similar to a rat, it's much better than being similar to a human Humans kill, humans do genocide, humans enact starvation on other humans, and humans kill other innocent animals in the billions all the time. So, okay, so the train is going. So free Palestine, free the entire planet, free all living beings. We're going to go on the train back north because we failed because of these people who stopped us and they served the system. Bye bye.